Welcome back, everybody. This is an early beginning for the match of Beltran and Montoya versus Moscoso and Carrasco. Brian, I'm so happy to be here. Joining us here, the 2023 KWM Government Socal Open Racquetball Championships. What can you expect, Brian, against Beltran and Montoya, which is their first time pairing together against the current Bolivian national champions?
I believe it's going to go in favor of the Bolivians, even though they're down right now 1-4. But it's always great to see Alvaro Beltran back on the court. He's looking healthy after his, I believe it was a dislocated elbow from outdoors. Him and Danny had collided outdoors. So to see him rehabbed and back on the court, we got to watch him yesterday play phenomenal as well. But today's the real test. This is an established team. Yesterday they played good individual players. They didn't play an established team like the Bolivian national team. So this is really going to be a true test to see where he's at. Plus he's playing with Rodrigo, normally plays with De La Rosa. This is a lot of uncertainties.
So let me put it this way. We've talked about how important it is this year for racquetball. We got the Pan American Games coming up in Chile in the end of the year. You have on the court the current Pan American champion for singles and doubles, which is Rodrigo Montoya. And and last year in Lima, Peru, which was back in 19, Alvaro lost the final against Montoya. So you got the number 1 and number 2 from the Pan American Games about 4 years ago. And then you have Alvaro Beltran, who won the Pan American Games in Toronto in 2015. So you got all the experience in the world here from both of these two stellar players. You got in the court, as well as the last match, 3 Tier 1 champions.
Yeah.
So Kadim Carrasco, is he the X factor in this match?
For me, from how you just described it, you would say he's the X factor here. His game is for sure doubles, though. He is the established second part of the Bolivian national team. He's playing with not arguably, just one of the best guys in the sport today, and Carrasco Moscoso. They're familiar with one another. Looks like they're going to take a small little time out here to recollect themselves, so we'll take a break in the action.
And we'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back on IRT Live. Welcome back, everybody, after a timeout from Moscoso and Carrasco. This leads me to ask you, Brian, still early, but I got to ask, is this a sign of what's coming? Is this a sign of destiny?
I don't know. That's a far-off question for me. It's just exciting. More or less, it's exciting. I don't know if this is a look into the future or if this is going to be anything that's going to be foreshadowing something to come out of it, but nonetheless, you have 4 exciting players on this court. There we go. The world number 1 in singles, Carrasco Moscoso, puts that one down nicely.
And it's interesting to see his pairing with Kadim Carrasco because he's, like you said yourself, it's an established doubles player, but he played so many years with Roland Keller. And it's a different style of play between Keller and Carrasco. So let's see if this pairing works. And just like that, great kill shot by Moscoso. Splat almost rolled out of that way. But, you see the difference between Carrasco and Keller, size, advantage in terms of reach and strength. But Carrasco's just really a smart player. I love how his mentality in the game because he never gives up, and I've seen him go through so much. But I love how mentally the pairing between him and Moscoso has worked out wonders for them.
Absolutely. And as much as I enjoy it, and Roland's one of my favorite players personally to watch play. I just love the way he hammers the ball, very Chris Crowder-like. But I I in fact like this pairing better for the two.
Carrasco between the legs.
Oof.
And you know what? I'm not sure who's going to win, of course. No way to tell too soon. But I have to tell you, Brian, regardless of the outcome, I can guarantee you this. Alvaro Beltran is going to leave everything on the court. He's not going to leave anything in his backpack. He left nothing at home. He came here to win. He came out of his injury. And now the fact that, and somebody has to say it, now that De La Rosa and Landa made it to the final, he will do everything in his power, every rabbit out of his hat, to make that final.
Sure.
The Sorcerer Supreme about to serve. It's a skip by Beltran. That was in his wheelhouse. Half out. Eight serving 4.
Yeah, he was going to say 8 serving 4, and they've been, since the timeout, stuck here on 8. And unforced error gets him off. Now it's 9 serving 4.
Bit of a break there for Montoya and Beltran. Avoidable shot called. I think it's a good call.
I don't know. I thought that Conrado jumped up. I think just because he's there doesn't mean it's an automatic avoidable. I would have, because the effort made from Conrado, he did get up high enough, and it's not like it was a half-ass jump.
Wow, Montoya.
That's beauty.
That backhand is dangerous, Brian.
That's beautiful. And it's good game management, too. You're up by a good margin. To take that shot there is good. And that's authoritative.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's a shooter's court, and you got two of the best shooters in the game, Moscoso and Montoya. So you're going to see that more than once, Brian.
Might be the best forehand I've seen all tournament, to be honest with you. That was just an authoritative forehand.
Well, the U.S. national team made a statement in the previous match, winning. Now you got the Bolivian national team looking to make a statement as well. What a get there by Carrasco. Beltran.
Just a fortunate crotch shot right there. Hard to read. That's so confident.
Well, it's confidence, it's experience, it's court knowledge, it's high racquetball IQ. I mean, Montoya has it all. Won his first pro stop in the IRT in Minneapolis just over a month ago at the Hall of Fame racquetball tournament in the University of Minnesota.
Beautiful display of hands there from Alvaro Beltran.
That's a skip by Beltran. You know, you got to take the rust off the racket, I think, Brian. And, you know, a mistake here and there, as long as you're on as long as you're on offense, you know, just hand out or side out. Replay called. Want to thank everybody for watching and tuning in. Remember to like our post, share our feed, and keep following us on social media.
That's great coverage from Montoya.
That's fantastic. Fantastic.
Just night crawling around. And it's just beautiful. It's beautiful poetry as you see Alvaro assume the position center court in the front. Montoya just knows how to come over. It's very organic. It's not forced. Great get from Kadim.
So replay call. You know what? Right there, that play, Montoya just went soft, even though Kadim Carrasco was in the front of the court. He should have just blasted that ball. This rally would have been over and the game over. But no. Going in the middle again. That strategy has been used by Montoya in the last couple tournaments.
That's a nice, beautiful exchange. No real wrong shots taken there.
You know, but
I really love the way Conrado, the way he strikes the ball. He's quick on it.
and he shifted to the right with no really much differential right there. So comfortable adjusting to the right side as well. Let's see if he can pull a rabbit out of his hat. It's a good reset by Beltran. Pulling away Carrasco.
Beautiful inside-out forehand there for
Yeah.
Kadim. And I was just thinking to myself, too, I haven't seen Kadim. He's not put a lot of balls away, and it's not saying that he's doing anything wrong. He's just not in the column too much of ending rallies, so it's good to see him exert his presence and participate in the offense of this team.
Well, we got an and it wasn't from Beltran. It was from Moscoso.
Beauty.
Those shots, exactly those shots, Alvaro very rarely ever misses.
Right.
Just spinning around, hitting that side wall. It's a great shot by Carrasco, killing that ball. Wow, that's just tremendous play. This, and you know, two quick offensive changes there. One by Carrasco, one by Moscoso. So that mistake will not be made by Beltran and Montoya any longer. Those serves need to change. They're so close, yet so far.
Yeah.
Montoya again with some magic of his own.
And he sees it as he's coming around on that shot to hit the backhand. He can see Kadim is hustling to get back in play, so he gives him more confidence. It's the right shot.
It's a point called. 6-7-13. Still a long way to go for the Bolivians.
Seven serving 13. Head referee Jaime Martel on the call.
Of course, Moscoso shooting.
That's a smart shot right there.
It is. The level of agility that it takes to counter that is just impressive. And you know what? Carrasco, with that defensive play that he made, was just really living up to the moment.
Right, and what's great, too, about Conrado, the first impulse shot is to go down the line there, and he holds just a little bit of patience, which for being a quick acting, quick twitch kind of player that Moscoso is, just shows his ability to be a professional in the moment. Good doubles play. That's too good. That's too many hours on the court right there, Fabio.
Too many hours? From whom? I see too many decades. we have our first game point, 14 serving 8.
I'm really impressed with how Beltran and Montoya have come out to play in this first game, and how they basically have kept off balance the Bolivian national team. So that's going to be first game right there, 15-8.
So players will take a 2-minute break, and we will too. We'll be back with game number 2 on IRT Live.
John Story joined the U.S. military, was killed in an inside attack on the 12th of February 2014. The biggest thing we want to do to help our local Gold Star families and our veterans, that we bring awareness to their opportunities to be served, to be taken care of, to bring to light ever-increasing need for our veterans specifically, to have housing, to have good benefits, to be taken care of. Go to livelikejohn.us. Go to the Donate Now button and help us fulfill our mission.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. When I invented My Pillow, it had everything you'd ever want in a pillow. Well, now there's new technology that makes it even better. My Pillow 2.0 has my patented fill combined with a cooling fabric with temperature regulating thread. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
Visit mypillow.com.
Welcome back, everybody. We're live here from Canoga Park, California, for the 2023 KWM Government Socal Open Racquetball Championships for the ARTM Fabio Soto, along with the one and only Brian Pineda. So, Brian, what an interesting turn of events. Beltran and Montoya take this one 15-8. They struggled a little bit to finish. You know, they were stuck at 13 for a while, but they got through it. What are your thoughts now? What does Moscoso and Carrasco, what do they need to do to get back in this?
Well, first and foremost, let's talk about what Beltran, it's not so much what they need to do, it's what Beltran and Montoya did the first game. Typically what you'll find in a general way, everyone has a game plan coming in, and you get to massage your way into it. Just a few points. It's a professional level. Let's be real about it. You know, you've got to come prepared, but usually you massage your way into the match. What I love about what Beltran and Montoya did was set the tone very quickly, made no room for error, came out to an 8-1 lead, and little by little we're just chipping away until finally they closed it out at 15-8. They didn't allow Kadim to really settle into the match. Conrado made some good shots, but you feel more of a doubles feel coming from Beltran and Montoya, more so than the established team of Kadim and Conrado. But this is game number 2. Conrado serving first. And really the laser focus. Alvaro's been super consistent, so he's made some good shots, but he's been very consistent, which is what the right side player needs to be doing. But really the one to have been watching so far is just the laser focus of Montoya.
Wow, what a great pickup by Moscoso at the right place at the right time. That's a skip. Point number 1 for Beltran and Montoya. The boys in blue. 1 serving 0, still early. I want to thank everybody for watching and tuning in. Remember, this is the IRT from Canoga Park, California. 6 p.m. We have a date here, Brian, with the men's pro singles, the first of the semifinals, and the second one at 7 p.m.
Good shot from Kadim.
Kept alive. And, of course, Moscoso is going to shoot.
You know what, though? What I really love, both Kadim and Conrado, the shot selection was perfect. They didn't really give him an opportunity to tee off on anything, handcuffing him a lot of defensive shots, and then Conrado found his way into shooting that shot. See, there's no patience on that. And what do you know? Like, he tried going for broke right in the left corner, doesn't get the setup, in fact, turns the offense into an offensive shot for the team that was on defense.
Well, that's the thing about Montoya. He's learned as a player to mature so much, and patience is one of the keys to success. and he waited for the right shot. It's a replay right there.
Just a visual hinder there.
Yeah, it's a good call. As it stands, 2-0. Remember, Montoya's the second server. An unusual bounce there. It favors Beltran and Montoya. Great coverage by Montoya. Beltran to the left.
That's smart.
Very smart play there. Kadim Carrasco going down the line. Montoya was on the back, but Beltran was in the middle. Kind of a flip of a coin there, how the offense was going to work. So far, so good. First, great offensive opportunity.
So borderline encroachment there. Alvaro's flirting with a potential mistake. No call from the referee. Good on Kadim there, applying pressure. Forces the ball to go out of the court after being struck by Montoya. So they're off the schneid, 1 serving 2.
Kept alive by Beltran. Great shot.
Once again, like you said, it's one of Alvaro's favorite thing to do. He has this great wingspan of the shoulders. Gets the elbow up high. He loves coming around on the ball like that. For someone of his size, can just generate speed and control.
You know, I honestly was expecting Beltran to go for a higher lob serve. He's going kind of mid. That high lob is his trademark serve. Wow,
That's
what a tremendous point.
Tremendous effort from the Bolivians, getting every possible shot that to most are not gettable shots. They could have been winners in their own right. And Beltran puts the final nail in the coffin there.
But that's the thing, how he went back to that back wall and just fired from the back. Again, you have a couple Jedis on the court, at least.
That's nice.
Fast-paced, great reaction.
It's one of the things that makes Conrado so special to the tour, just a special athlete in general. He's quick on the ball, can put a nice pop on it. The anticipation, the agility is fantastic.
Beltran with the skip. Had all that right side to himself, but not the best shot. 1-3. Wow, Montoya. That's a skip. Two serving 3.
And that's pure.
That's clean. I'm not going to say textbook because that's a high risk, low percentage shot.
And you know what's going there too. Beltran knows it's going there, but it's just hit so perfectly. No effort made to retrieve. That's good patience from Conrado.
And I love that because you can tell, the fact that he's drive serving on the doubles, which he usually doesn't, just tells you the change of strategy. And look at that wraparound serve that came out of Beltran's side. So that point right there, to no disrespect, of course, to Carrasco, was all Beltran, all that point. And I want to thank everybody again for watching and tuning in, the RT in California. I want to take this opportunity to say hello everybody watching Bolivia. Un saludo a toda la gente que está sintonizando de Bolivia, viendo a Karim Carrasco y Conrado Moscoso contra Rodrigo Montoya y Álvaro Beltrán. Solo todos ustedes están sintonizando y esperamos verlos a finales de agosto en Cochabamba. Gracias a todo el mundo por sintonizar y ver. Denle like a nuestro post, compartan nuestra liga y sigan siguiendo el Racquetball en Super Sábado. Las semifinales serán a las 6 p.m. y a las 7 p.m. respectivamente, horario del Pacífico. So 6 and 7 p.m. we got semifinals tonight for the men's pro singles, Brian. And you know what? There's a lot to be said. I'm excited about it, but you got to figure, how this takes a toll on these players because as it stands, Conrado is alive in singles. De La Rosa is alive in singles. Montoya is alive in singles. So we've watched, 3 players so far right now this morning that play singles later on today. So 6 p.m. we got Jake Bredenweb versus Daniel De La Rosa. And at 7 p.m. we got Conrado Moscoso versus Rodrigo Montoya.
Yeah, the action's packed for today, Fabio. Thanks for taking a breath. I'm just kidding, dude. That's so dope. I'm super jealous that you can speak to our international crowd out there. So they appreciate it. It's great. There's so much to be watching in doubles, and you can't ask for a sharper referee than Jaime Martel to be watching for the foot fault as well. Second serve. Well.
Moscoso. Now him and Carrasco have turned this around. They're on top 5-3.
5 serving 3 here for the Bolivian Arsenal. And you know it's going there. The server's done so perfectly, and even if you camped out there and set a fire, you're still not getting that shot. It's hit just absolutely flawless.
That's a skip by Carrasco, just giving an opportunity there by the team of Mexico's Beltran and Montoya.
And where he's striking that ball, it's not ideal to be going cross reverse pinch like that. I would have much rather seen it down the line or cross court with that heat. Work your way into the rally. That coverage is incredible.
That's good communication right there.
And I love the physicality going on in the court there. Some bumping, some grinding, possible twerking, and still able to come out with Kadim's great get there on the right side to keep the ball in play. Effort cannot go unnoticed when it comes to doubles.
No, it does not. 3 serving 5. Montoya's the second server.
I'm a little surprised Conrado went up to the ceiling with that. A ball I would think he'd like to tee off on.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think he even himself switched ideas of what he was going to do there, hence why he had such a poor ceiling ball that set up Montoya for some heat that couldn't be handled by Kadim.
Oh, Montoya missed an easy shot right there.
Had some extra sauce on that forehand going back down the left side line. A little too much there for Rodrigo. Gets him out of the service box. 1 point game. 4 serving 5.
Look at Moscoso serve. It goes to Beltran again. Yes, it does. To no surprise, he tried that before. He's going to keep trying it. But I love that. Instead of shooting directly to him, he uses those walls to protect his partner
Yeah.
from not getting blasted down the line. Screen serve called. Interesting serve.
Great stuff there from Conrado.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
racket control, the vision, it's of the highest level.
It's strategic. It's just right. That shows you the level of IQ. Behind the back, Beltran. Skip shot called.
Unfortunate mistake there. Had opportunity to go with their largest lead. Instead, half out.
That's a great shot. Carrasco coming up big. That great pass. That clipped the sidewall, unfortunately, for Montoya.
And you can feel the balance this time in this game. You're seeing equal amount of shots being taken for both right side, left side player, and right on cue, not to my point, is a miscommunication between the two that are up. But you feel that Kadim is settling into the match. Conrado has stayed consistent. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there. Should be unavoidable.
It is an avoidable shot called. So that's point for Beltran and Montoya, who are starting to slowly crawl back into this one.
Thought it was a 2-bounce get there, and we're going to have an appeal. Yeah, I agree with the Bolivians.
Appeal lost, though.
Yeah, the
One up,
right
one down.
side disagreed.
One up, one down.
Left side agreed with the call. Wish we could have queued that back up, but we don't really have a front court camera to see that, but I look like to. Nonetheless,
Well, thank everybody again for watching and tuning in. Super Saturday. The singles semifinals will be tonight at 6 p.m. and at 7 p.m. respectively. You know, Brian, you know, even though it's a 2-point differential right now, it seems that at the moment, you know, Beltran and Montoya are catching a little bit more fire. I see them handling the ball differently, and I see them, you know, just in another position right now. But still, it's still early. Anything can happen. I mean, wouldn't be surprised if this goes to tiebreaker at all.
and it should. Respectfully, it should. And you can feel it's not so much that Alvaro and Rodrigo have lowered their level. It's that Kadim and Conrado has met the level of play that the front court men are playing at right now.
Agree.
So it's very competitive. Great coverage.
Just a
That's
blast.
so good.
That is so natural for Moscoso, though. It's just
That is a top 10 play of any sport. There might not be better plays of the day today in any sport at any time on this planet. That was incredible athleticism.
it's just the fact that how Montoya blasted that ball cross court, and right now Moscoso is just in the right place at the right time. Great shot, Alvaro.
good.
Of course, Alvaro Beltran getting some love from the crowd here. He's played so many times in these courts, Brian.
Yeah.
And he's familiar, very much so, with these courts.
Short call. Probably a good thing they're Conrado ready to tee off on it.
That's up. Are we going to have an appeal or not? Because the Bolivians lost an appeal. They got to think about it correctly. No, they're not. Point Beltran and Montoya, who now tie it up at 8. To no surprise. So it's a 7-point game now. What a great shot by Beltran, but you got to wonder, you know, what went through his mind, having Conrado being there just a few feet away.
9 serving 8 here. Montoya will serve. Great get.
Carrasco, though, I got to commend him for that get that he had on the back. Kept that ball alive, and it seemed that was Beltran all the way. And again, as a turn of events, look at this run by Beltran and Montoya, just demonstrating what they're truly made of right now.
For how high quality these guys are, younger, quicker, faster, stronger, Beltran's outplaying all 3 of them right now.
Right now?
It's really a treat to watch. Yeah, he's for sure being the dominant force on the court.
It's a skip by Carrasco.
There's a necessary timeout right here because this is
exactly what I was thinking.
This is 6 points rattled in a row here.
This is really a time for the Bolivians to think about taking some time out and a little bit of a breather. Don't want to let this get too far away. They were well ahead about 10 minutes ago. That's the thing about pro doubles, Brian. It's just a flip of a switch can just make things so different.
It's coming off hard here. It's so good. And that's backing up. Like I said, Alvaro's playing the best of all 4 gentlemen right now. And so to back him up and ensure his confidence, that shot right there is incredible from Montoya. Should be an avoidable. Yep.
Yeah, that's correct.
Always the showman, Beltran.
No, you know what?
Crowd favorite for sure.
That's what I love about Beltran. He's one of those players that does play for the crowd. Always a showman.
Too slow, big boy.
2 quick points from the Bolivians. 2 quick avoidables by Beltran. Wow.
Gotta love it.
You have to. After 2 avoidable shots, and making that one right there, that's a statement. Talk about not crumbling under the pressure.
Oh my gosh, you get hit by a ball, you let your ego get in the way, quote unquote embarrassing, and he throws up a winner instead.
So timeout taken by Beltran and Montoya. They take a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break as well. We'll be back on IRT Live.
My name is Andre Parrilla and I play with Gearbox. I love about Gearbox that everyone's part of the family and they have the best equipment in a great sport. Dedication makes a great athlete, obviously talent and passion. One of my beliefs is that we're capable of doing a lot of things that we cannot even imagine. It's just part of enjoying the process and then gets to whatever we want to get. Any sport that young athletes are playing, if you really like it, and as I said, if you put the dedication and the passion, I told you guys you don't even imagine how far you can go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout taken by Beltran and Montoya. The momentum is changing right now again, Brian, for I think the 100th time in this match so far. I think it was a good timeout in the hands there by Beltran. Even though he had control and he scored that last point, I think a breather every now and then, just you hear the brakes squeaking on the car, you got to stop.
It's a very well-contested second game here.
Beltran is the first server. Wow, Montoya,
So
great control. What a changeup.
Kadeem goes cross court, just misses it, clipping the wide angle. Comes up off the back wall, and Montoya takes care of it.
That's a skip by Moscoso. A very costly mistake right there. Now 2 points away are Beltran and Montoya from taking this one. Remember, the winner of this match will play Landa and De La Rosa tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific time.
And that's unfortunate right there.
An unforced error there by Beltran. And you can tell when he is upset, but always puts his racket right there. I've seen him sometimes bite it just out of frustration.
Yeah.
Montoya, does he have the key? Short serve.
That's nice. That's nice. Good focus.
Way to shake it off. Way to shake it off.
Gosh, Montoya's just been so consistent the entire match.
And he refocuses so candidly.
Jeez.
Wow, just no prisoners taken there by Moscoso and Carrasco because, they have their backs against the wall. They need to keep scoring right now. They don't want Beltran or Montoya to get that ball again. Ball down.
That ball's not only got to be gotten, that actually has to be re-killed. Just a missed opportunity there off the racket of Carrasco. That ball just stuck on the side wall.
Match point number 1, Beltran, Montoya. Can this be a return? A great comeback for Beltran to approach another final after months of being out. Is this going to work?
Tough.
Not yet.
On the move, falling back.
Let's see a
Cue up
replay right
little
there.
Replay here for you.
Let's catch that.
Short serve.
Let's see, the magic can still happen here.
That's
And
the match.
That is the match, and a skip by Conrado Moscoso. Beltran Montoya take this one 15-8, 15-11. So congratulations on the return of Beltran to come back and make another final.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a well-executed game plan. Alvaro is coming over to get his donut right now. We made a bet. And I owe Alvaro a donut. Don't ever bet against him, especially when you put a pastry on the line. It's game over. Beltran, by far and away, we have 4 talented people that are on that court. And for you, you played magnificent. You played the best of all 4 players. Montoya played super consistent. How's it feel to be back on the court?
Oh, Alvaro.
By the way, I played average. I'm not there yet. A guy asked me before I got in the court that he said, "Hey, Beltran, vacation is over. It's the other way around, man." I wasn't in vacation. Me being in the court is vacation. So that's it.
Alvaro, I got to ask you.
Microphone time.
Come on. Where's Montoya? Congratulations to Alvaro Beltran and Rodrigo Montoya. We'll be back in about a 1-minute break with player interviews here on IRT Live.
I personally love a solid frame. I've always loved how Gearbox has felt, and there's no better frame on the market. My mindset in racquetball and in life, because I think sports and life just coincide, they're great representations of each other, is you have to work hard, understand that there are going to be setbacks, but if it's something that you want, there's really no stopping you, and that's kind of how I live. I just go after what I want.
I'm here with the winners right now, Rodrigo Montoya, Alvaro. Guys, congrats. Amazing win for you. It's great to see them against the Bolivian national champions statement as a fantastic team as well. First, congratulations on your return to another final. How do you feel?
I feel great, but I want to start by saying thank you to Rodrigo for believing in me. No one did for 4 or 5 months. They say, what do they say? Like one man's trash, other man's treasure. So that's what I want to thank him, because he believed in me, and I'm so glad to be in another final, man.
Rodrigo, that's a great homage to you from one of the greats in the game. And first off, how do you feel now that you're playing with Beltran after this tremendous match?
I'm happy for the result. Alvaro still has his touch. He still play great, and just to be prepared for the next match tomorrow.
Álvaro, para toda la gente que está viendo de México y el resto de Latinoamérica, algo que les quieras decir a tu gran regreso después de tantos meses de estar fuera de acción.
Nomás agradecerle a la gente que me ha estado apoyando todo este proceso, y especialmente a mi familia, a mis amigos, a las personas que tengo aquí en la espalda también, en especial a mis patrocinadores, Rafa Filippini, Tony Montana, Tony Ramírez y a Slim Oregon, que siempre creyeron en mí, aunque estaba fuera de los torneos, ellos seguían apoyándome moralmente, económicamente, y pues agradecerle a mi familia, a mi papá, que siempre está conmigo. Tú lo sabes, Fabio, y tú también siempre estás ahí para relajarme. No, un placer, gracias.
Rodrigo, agradecimiento a quien quieres y toda la gente que está sintonizando en América Latina.
Foundation, porque gracias a ellos es que seguimos aquí yendo a los torneos, la verdad que a la Sedena, patrocinadores que no queda más que descansar y seguirnos preparando los partidos de mañana. Claro que todavía ahí se mueve un poquillo, me trae a madre, pero como quiera ahí mientras no que otro tirito.
So everybody, want to thank you for watching and tuning in. 6 p.m. tonight, men's pro singles semifinals. Be there. And everybody, tomorrow, remember, at 12 p.m., these two gentlemen will play the final in the men's pro doubles for the IRT and Fabio Soto. And we'll see you at 6 p.m. tonight here on IRT Live.